In this video, I'm going to talk about my new bike, Mongoose Title Pro 24. This video is not a review or an installation video. Rather, I just want to share with you some thoughts on this bike. I got my first BMX bike back in 1978. 40 plus years later, I'm back on a Mongoose. Let me share with you a backstory. I took my son's bike, a Mongoose Index 2.0, to the bike shop, getting new brakes installed. And the person asked me, "Is this your bike?" Kind of a strange question. Sure it is. Then he clarified by asking, "Is this a bike that you ride?" And I thought, what a strange question. Someone my age, in my 50s, will be riding a BMX bike. So that got me thinking, and I started to do some research and realized there's a resurgence of former riders who are getting back into BMX. I thought that was very interesting. I chose the Title Pro series because I wanted something a little bit better than the typical Mongoose. And being that this is a 24-inch bike, it fits an adult rider better compared to a 20-inch BMX bike. On the Mongoose website, this bike and many other bikes are out of stock, and it has been out of stock for months. So I've been watching Amazon for months, and this bike was in stock and out of stock and back in stock and then went back out of stock. So when I saw it back in stock, I went ahead and placed my order. The bike arrived. The box was rather beat up. So perhaps Amazon did a nationwide search for any inventory available and listed for sale. Good thing nothing was damaged on the inside. The installation was smooth, pretty easy, like your typical bike in a box. The only thing to add regarding installation is to make sure you grease up all the parts. After I put the bike together, I noticed there was a clicking, grinding sound in the freewheeling hub, like they didn't use enough grease. So I went ahead and added some silicone grease to it, and now it works like normal. For a second there, I thought there was something wrong with it and I may have to return the bike. So yes, make sure you lubricate all the parts and check and recheck all the bolts to make sure everything is tight. Some of them were pretty loose that needs to be tightened again. So what's good about the bike? The best part about the bike is the frame. It's made out of aluminum and it's about 3.5 pounds. So it's really light. Everything else is built to a price point. That's not to say that it's bad. It's just that in order to get to this price range, they have to make some sacrifices. This bike does have the name Pro on it, and when you look at the Mongoose website, it's listed as a race bike. However, this is not exactly a race bike out of the box. If that's what you're looking for, there's also the Title Pro Elite. If that's what you're looking for, get that, because it does include parts that are of a higher grade. For the rest of us who just want a bike to ride around, this is more than acceptable. This is really good. Are there anything I would change about this bike? 2 things. One is the saddle. This is a non-adjustable saddle, and I think I would like a saddle that's a little more level. I think that offers you greater comfort in terms of riding the bike. However, this is a BMX bike and it's not about comfort. The second thing is the brakes. These brakes are rather cheap and it looks like the cable wire could come out at any time. So I would definitely like to replace the brakes sometime. I'm sure many of you can point out the difference between a 24-inch versus a 20-inch and all the differences. But for me, it feels the same. The most immediate thing I notice riding this bike is how light it is. Therefore, it makes it feel faster, more effortless when you pedal. So therefore, I see the race bike part where it takes less effort so you can accelerate faster and so forth. Overall, I like it. 2 thumbs up. And I will highly recommend this bike, especially for some of you older guys who are coming back to BMX. I hope you find this video useful, and thank you for watching.